Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us with the GE SuperStar, model number 7-2850. It's a classic AM/FM portable radio from the 1980s. During this video, I'm performing an AM band scan to hear what we can pick up in the Chicagoland area. But first we'll go over features, second we'll do a size comparison, and third we'll start cruising the daytime band. So here it is, the SuperStar. It's kind of like your mini GE Super Radio. It's awesome. I absolutely love it. You can find these selling on eBay between $30 to $40. Not a bad deal. Mine came with the original box, which is fantastic. I'll have some paid links down below if you want to check them out. I'm going to be a partner, so I earn commission on qualifying purchases. So if you click my link and use it, no additional cost to you, which is awesome. I may earn a few pennies, and they come my way. I can buy more radios like this to show off on the channel. Now, I've had this radio for about 4 years now, and it's been about 3.5 years since I've had a video made for the channel, so I figured this might be a neat way to introduce this radio to new viewers. So if it's the first time seeing this, awesome. So let's check out this SuperStar. We'll go over it real quick. So on the left-hand side, you can see we got two colored plastics. Kind of a cool design element there. Got our handle. Going to the front of the radio, we can see we got a nice dial, nice, clear, and legible. FM on top, AM on the bottom. In the middle, we kind of got like a log scale. Oh, actually, just notches. At the bottom, we have our log scale. See that there? Over here, we have what band we're on, AM or FM. And you can switch it here with the band select switch and a little indicator. I like that. It's nice. That's the way they should do it with modern radios. We also have AFC, automatic frequency control. So you can see that being engaged for FM. Yeah, so if you want to DX, you want to turn that off. If you don't want to DX, you don't want it to drift, you put the AFC on. Perfect. I always leave it off. It's just me. You can see it runs on AC or DC. Fantastic. We'll get to that. We have a black metal speaker grill, which I think really makes this radio look awesome. I love the contrast, the controls, little black spots, little buttons there between the switches. I just think that's neat. The black lettering. It's a sharp looking radio with the chrome knobs. We got a 4-inch speaker behind there. Nice sounding. We got tone control right here. I tend to run it on max most of the time when we're on the AM band. Unless I'm trying to DX something, I'll turn it down. Just see if I can pick up some legible words out of it. Our volume on-off control. Going to the right-hand side of the radio, we got our tuning knob and our earphone jack. Nice. Top of the radio, we got our handle. It does flip all the way back and down out of the way. And then we have our whip antenna, which is 30 inches long, which does a decent job of pulling in the FM stations. You have to bring this back up so we can flip it back around to see the back side. And then we'll go ahead and bring this to the camera here. There's our model number. It's the 7-2850A, so I think it's one of the early models of this radio. Made in Hong Kong. Cool. And behind this door is the power cord, which I think is cool. They separated it. Battery compartment here, AC cord here. Awesome. So there's a permanently attached cord to run an AC. And yeah, just an excellent analog radio to pick up if you're looking for something inexpensive, but you want something classic looking. This is the way to go. I don't know if I can open this up on camera, but behind here is 4C batteries. And it's rather tricky to open. Let's see if I can get it to get... There we go. I'm using some rechargeable EBLs, but it'll work on, of course, alkalines. It's just keeping costs down because these are hard to come by. So having these rechargeables are nice. I know you can run the AA, what are they, C to AA adapters too as well. But you won't get the runtime as much as you might with these. So these are cool. But yeah, you can see it's got that. And I think the date code on this radio was something like 113 something. So it might be 1981. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I thought the second digit was the year. All right. I forget where that's placed. It might actually be behind here. Yeah. All right. So let's go back to the front. Do a quick size comparison. All right. So we have always CC pocket in the house. Current time is 10:59. That's Central Daylight Time. I'm near Chicago, Illinois, USA, like I mentioned. Yeah, we're gonna pick up in this area with this radio, and of course we have CC Skywave for frequency checking. I should set them on the radio so you get an idea. I'll use this to see where I'm at on the dial if I get lost. Yeah, we just set the pocket on there. You get the idea, right? All right. If you don't have those, we have a deck of cards, and it's Iron Man. It's Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He loves classic radios from GE Land. He's Iron Man. They don't make them like this anymore, man. You get the idea. I always do a little jingle. Iron Man out. Oh, I always do that. So let's go ahead and turn this on. Start at the bottom of the band. We are an AM. Boom. All right, so go ahead and start tuning. See, I think I'm at the bottom. Okay, volume up. Our first station, 540, WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin. Now, everybody should know this, and if you don't know, and you're new to radio, medium wave, or AM, broadcast band, you have to turn the radio's orientation to the station you're trying to receive. There's an internal ferrite antenna. This one I think is quite smaller than the original Super Radios because it's a smaller radio. But you want to turn that to orientate it towards the station to get better reception. So when we turn this, the station will come in.
Supportive community. The Foundation Fighting Blindness is leading the charge in finding treatments.
It's magic. Not really, but that's how you have to improve reception, by turning your radio. Now it also works laying flat or, of course, standing up. It just doesn't work well if you have it sitting on its end. You know, like, you don't want to stand the radio like this, because then reception's gone. But like this, you're okay. That's how that works. Pretty cool. People don't know that. So yeah, 540 WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin. Might have mentioned that. Let's keep tuning. Okay, what am I turning backwards here? I can't see. Oh yeah, I was tuning the wrong way.
That's it. After 9, oh, it's okay. I made a mistake. It was another Warrior historic pick. I thought it was Braveheart.
Here's 560 WIND, Chicago. The answer?
That is the greatest music. I get so inspired whenever I hear that come on. When I'm listening to Denners, I'm sitting in for a show.
Manufacturing activity in the United States picked up steam last month for the first time in nearly a year and a half. NPR's Scott Horsley reports that follows a similar factory rebound in China.
China's manufacturing output expanded in March for the first time in 6 months. Chinese factories are cranking up again after being shuttered for the Lunar New Year. A modest rebound in manufacturing output could give a lift to the world's second largest economy. A suspected data breach has resulted.
Here's 580 WILL, Urbana, Illinois. It's about 150 miles to the south-southeast.
And passcodes for more than 70 million current and former.
Nice. All right, let's keep rolling. Picking up a faint station 590. This is WKZO, Kalamazoo, Michigan, 140 miles to the east. We can boost it with the passive loop here, Terk Advantage. Let's give that a go. You place it perpendicular to the radio's internal ferrite antenna. It'll pass some of its gained energy just by proximity. So let's go ahead and tune the loop by using this purple knob to the same frequency.
Way back and gone. Whistling line drive home run. WKZO.
So we got call letters there. Awesome. Perfect. So yeah, that's how that works. Huge difference without the loop. So this is a great investment, guys, if you're looking to improve your AM reception. Pick one up. They're totally worth it if you're an avid AM listener. All right, let's keep going.
Go to lifelock.com and save up to 25% your first year with My Name Play as your promo code.
Okay. 600 WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 175 miles to the west. Again, we can make it sound better. Bring in the loop. Tune it.
The star-studded slate of games. Caitlin Clark in Iowa seek revenge from last year's title game loss to Angel Reese in LSU. UConn star Paige Beckers leading the Huskies into a battle against USC freshman Juju Watkins.
Excellent. So there you go. Huge difference. I love having it handy. Really helps in the daytime. Evening, of course, most radios wake up. They don't need as much power to get that signal through, and because you got the air travel. Right now, during the day, the medium wave frequency travels through the ground wave they call it. All right, let's keep going. I keep wanting to turn the wrong way.
The men's Final Four is set. Top seed Purdue will take on 4th seeded Alabama on Saturday, followed by number 1 seed UConn. They'll match up against 11th seeded North Carolina State.
620 WTMJ in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
On the women's side, good luck finding a ticket tonight. Iowa and LSU will match up in Albany, New York.
To make sure that every Chicagoan is safe. It is irresponsible what they've done.
I'm Perry Williams. Hundreds of Family Dollar and Dollar Tree stores are closing across the country.
640 WMFN, Peatone, Illinois.
Roughly 1,000 stores will close within the next few years. Several locations across the state, including some in Chicago, will be closing. Jane says the stores are closing.
And there's more to it than that, obviously. But I think it's a very teachable pitch. And you're right, back in the 80s, a lot of guys have thrown it. Bruce Sutter, of course, Mike Scott, any number of guys had a lot of success throwing it. And then there was some talk about it creating elbow problems. So it's probably a matter of how much you throw it, being kind of savvy to, if you start to feel tender, you need to back off a little bit.
670 The Score, WSCR, Chicago.
More harmful than any other change. Any pitch that takes you out of that power position, like of a four-seam fastball.
WGN. Speaking of all of that, there is a columnist who writes about Iowa sports in Iowa who joined us a couple of weeks ago to tell us some of the Caitlin Clark story. And I wonder what he thinks about tonight's game, the rematch from last.
720 WGN, Chicago.
We'll say hello to him, and he'll kind of give us what is maybe a preview of the game tonight. 10 million, 9.9 million people watched the championship game last year. They say the numbers will be a little bit less this year because it'll be on ESPN rather than ABC.
Hi, this is Mike Apollino with a few words about St. Clement of Rome. St. Clement was a disciple of St.
750 WNDZ, Portage, Indiana. Catholic relevant radio, I believe.
The people of Corinth in Greece. It shows that already in the 1st century, the popes...
I-57, the Bishop Ford, both clear. DeSable Lakeshore Drive, northbound, heavy past Roosevelt to Jackson, and again at Chicago Avenue. Across the tollways, no complaints. Route 53, a good trip in the northwest suburbs.
780 WBBM, Chicago News Radio.
Pretty good. On the Chicago Skyway, traffic is open as well. From the Metro Traffic Center, your next report, 1118.
Just a nice analog radio to tune with during the day.
Trump made really good use of the propaganda technique known as the big lie, but he didn't invent...
Here's 820 WCPT, Willow Springs, Illinois. One of the few left-wing stations out there. This one's pretty extremely left, if you're concerned about politics. I don't try to get into that with my channel, but you hear it on the radio, so...
And I found this clip from Franklin Roosevelt talking about the big lie, and I'm going to play it out of my computer.
All right, let's see if we can pick up 860. It's a faint station out of Milwaukee. Let's see if we can get it. Turn my volume up.
Until the 19th.
Right, all of them and everybody. I mean, you know, and I know that I really appreciate what the chairman said. He cleared a lot this. And I mean, I'm going to vote for him again.
Okay, this is WNOV on 860, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Low power station, 52 miles to the north. I think around 300 watts. And you can use the tone to lower the noise floor. You can hear the difference.
But I mean, for him to say that goes to show you what we're up against. You know, we're up against a bigger monster here than just Trump. And
They may help you when you try to DX stations in. Okay, let's keep moving along.
Like, oh, that's real. Like, I didn't even think it's an April Fool's joke because with Joe Biden. So we're not doing any of that today. I'm going to tell you something true.
Here's 890 WLS Chicago.
The visibility thing was a huge success. It was a huge success.
High-pitched whine coming from the camera. Yeah, these radios don't suffer from digititis or internal RFI problems, typically.
It wasn't like they won just by pounding the ball to the ballpark or with stellar pitching. They did it in every different facet.
9:20, the Big Badger, WOKY, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
They played small ball. They had a couple of dingers. They had and then when they get to re-encounter the wow factor of resurrection in a situation like that, anyway.
Well, yeah, and it reminds me very much of today's gospel reading.
9:30, KBM, Sandwich, Illinois, Relevant Radio.
It says Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went quickly away from the tomb, fearful.
We got some rock music happening right next to it at 9:40, WFAW, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin.
So I would imagine if the coffin opened up and the person in the coffin got up out of the coffin, there would be fear.
And next to it, 9:50, WNTD, Chicago, Relevant Radio, sister station to 9:30.
The joy that follows is to realize, no, this is not a ghost, and that's what the apostle
was in the honeybees had to be in an area where buckwheat was grown.
That's correct. Like we were talking earlier about how honey has a different flavor based on the flowers.
970 WHA, Madison, Wisconsin, NPR station.
Well, cranberry came from cranberry pollination.
Teacher didn't demand the exact answer in math. First of all, 9 times 9 is 81. It will never be 80 or close. No, it's 81.
Okay.
This new crap they're
First of
teaching
all-
kids, get rid of it.
1000 WMVP, Chicago, ESPN.
That's true. First of all, the
Period.
whole like new math thing. All right. As some
administracji powiedziano mu, że to nieprawda. Nie ma statusu, nie ma emerytury. Pan Jan wie, że karta wydana przed 2000...
1030 WNVR, Vernon Hills, Illinois.
Ale jak o tym przekonać urzędników Social Security Administration?
Tak, bardzo dobre pytanie.
And it doesn't get highlighted that much. Right. You know. And it, says some really troubling things. And one like, hey,
Here's
if you're
1050,
not going to take up your own cross, you're not.
WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Sometimes that one doesn't get people coming back the next week. So they don't want to hear that sort of thing.
They rope-a-dope everybody all year to do this, I swear. But I just think there's going to be somebody like that, whether it's Miami or Indiana, or even, I don't know.
1070 WTSO, Madison, Wisconsin.
Embiid, we don't know.
Well, and that's the thing.
Rocking out on 1080 WNWI, Oakland, Illinois. Awesome, dudes. Superstar, 1980 style. Rockin'. I love it. I don't know what he's saying, but hopefully it's cool.
Y donde hoy, a través de las escrituras, a través de la liturgia de la palabra, pues nos invita para que cada uno de nosotros seamos
1110 WXCS, Chicago.
poder de Dios. Seamos testigos del amor,
the force of the state, and that's why this is effectively a holiday or a, whatever they want to call it. It's treated as like a religious observance day that,
Here's 1130 WISN, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
commemorating. It is meant to be a replacement. It is meant to be offensive. It's a thumb in the eye.
People amongst Democrats are looking at what's going on in Israel and are not in the typical Joe Biden.
So here's 1160 WYLL, Christian Radio, Hope for Your Life, Chicago.
And you have them authorizing weapons and still doing those things. So maybe,
Okay, can't overrun on music, but this is 1180 WSQR, Sycamore, Illinois. There's a squirrel on my radio. Yeah, it used to be called the Squirrel. Now it's called Q, whatever. It's still awesome.
Buenos días, estimados conductores. Muy buen lunes, inicio de mes y semana para ustedes y para los que somos redescuchas, señorita Darinka.
1200 WRTO, Chicago. What's it look like on my dial there? Maybe the dial's not quite centered there. It says it's on 1300. Yeah, we're on 1200. Okay.
Ojalá. El Super Ray. Saludos, yo pensé que Romina hablaría de la...
I could probably go in there and adjust it, but I'm going to leave it as is.
Cierto, cierto. También anduve leyendo esos chismes. Buena para el jueves.
¿Le pusieron una madrina?
Sister broadcasting, I think, station WKRS, Waukegan, Illinois on 1220.
Apreciados Jalisquillos. Y a Dari, hoy no trabajé, pero hoy cobro todo lo del mes. Toma.
Our bank too. Now, as time went on, we were consolidated a little bit, and so that got more distant. But early on in my career, I like that part that you got to see.
1230 WCLO, Janesville, Wisconsin, an agro station. You tune to this station when you want to learn how to farm in my area. You want to keep livestock, work on your tractor, all that stuff.
It's a good way to train people.
Right. And I learned from younger lenders, and hopefully they learn some things from me too.
Tanto caso. Addocite più che mai la vostra vita con i prodotti della Palermo Bakery. Palermo Bakery, 7312
1240 WSBC, Chicago.
95 5998 prefisso 700.
South Carolina and NC State that have already punched their tickets. But let's talk about NC State, a team that wasn't even going to make it into the
1280 WBIG, Aurora, Illinois. The big station, or I don't know what they call themselves. I know they have the big radio shopping show. It's pretty cool. That's a thing, believe it or not. Those who don't know. Those who watch my videos know I make fun of it. Get out your cordless phones and call them. There'll be one on here, I think. Hopefully we'll find one. They had 3 or 4 at one time.
for a team that wasn't looked at even probably.
Where you have a top head coach, maybe the best coach, NBA talent, young stars, upperclassmen, totally committed to defense.
1310 WIBA, Madison, Wisconsin, which is about 72 miles to the northwest.
Super hot knife through extremely warm butter. Top 5 offense and defense.
They always create these massive straw men, Clay. You know, Biden will say, they deserve respect. They're God's children too. Yeah, of course they deserve respect, and of course they're God's children too. No one's saying that they are not. They are our brothers, they are our sisters, they are our cousins, they are...
Not sure if this is 1330 or not, or if I'm picking up a different station. Let me tune it in.
At its finest.
I am not sure. Did I get lost? Did I get lost? I probably did. Okay, this is 1310 WIBA, Madison, Wisconsin. I wonder what the other station was. I don't know. We'll keep going though.
Impossible to ignore, as we said. Show a picture
Yep, 1310 WIBA, Madison, Wisconsin. I'm gonna go back just to see.
NFL players everywhere.
Okay, that's a sports station. 1280.
That's not the point. The point is everybody would know who the dude is.
Yes.
This isn't hard.
I don't know what I was doing.
You know?
All right, keep going. Rock on. 1330 WNTA Rockford mixing with WKTA Evanston, west and east. Rockford, Evanston. I think I might have turned it backwards. Yeah, getting used to tuning it down. There we go. I think it's 1340.
Services for the Postal Service, but at the end of September, when their current contract expires, the U.S. Postal Service is switching.
1360 WLBK, DeKalb, Illinois. Usually has music playing. Nice. College town.
Priority Mail and Priority Mail Express. AI can do accounting, but it can't fix a leaky faucet. It's part of what's behind a shift in the educational...
By the moon and the stars in the sky.
There we go. We can rock out on 1380 WBEL, South Beloit, Illinois. Sounds good.
Celebrate the finest in jazz during Jazz Appreciation Month.
I think this is 1390. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's check.
Like Miles Davis and Dizzy Gillespie, the modern day icons like David Sanborn and Diana
Oh, it is. Cool. WGRB Gospel Radio out of Chicago, 1390.
This recording is sponsored by Compassion International. When he waits for a sponsor is another day of hopelessness. There are thousands of kids who've been waiting over
1400 WRGN, Racine, Wisconsin.
Child with Compassion today. Just text the word radio to
Recall, but an initial found they weren't enough.
Joe.
Sonia Blakey in the morning.
Which is kind of important. You kind of have to live in the district where you're trying to recall someone.
What?
Those picky
You know what, Gene?
I'm
Spanish version, where they're trying to get the Hispanic vote, they knew not to mention it, and they knew lead with Easter. Talk about Christ, because they are.
Okay, I think this is 1440. Let's double check. No.
Losing the Hispanic vote, all this transgender athlete protection, all this transgenderism.
I don't know where I'm at. I think I might have went forward a little too fast. Let's go back.
But that's what I've always been wondering, is that this guy, I know his products sell.
I'll build your dream.
1380? 1390?
On this effort
1400?
4 years later.
In their campaign, best run campaign Trump's ever had. It turns out they're looking at
Okay.
these names. None of them are a real big surprise. Senators Tim Scott,
J.D. Vance of Ohio, Katie Britt of Alabama, Marco Rubio of Florida,
1410?
Kristi Noem of South Dakota,
WRMN, Elgin. Okay. I'm usually, this is a radio shopping show, that's why I'm confused.
Heavily screened,
There we
is
go.
in the midst of it. And I know he was
Cool.
there on Easter Sunday. Number 2, Sarah Huckabee.
So yeah, WRMN, Elgin, Illinois, 1410.
And get her first term as governor done. I think she eventually run for president. J.D. Vance would probably do it.
Music on 1430 is WEEF, Deerfield, Illinois.
Take an hour and save up to 3 lives and represent for your school. Visit rrvbc.org to sign up today.
1440 WROK, Rockford, Illinois. It's a news station, not a rock station. What? All right. 1450 WRLL, The Real, Cicero, Illinois. Little music here. 1460 WJTI, West Ellis, Wisconsin. We got WGEZ, Beloit, Wisconsin, 1490, Iron Country. I think there's a hint of heavy metal here. We'll bring the loop in on 1500 and see what we can pick up. Tuning. There it is. Can't overrun the music, but yeah, WPJX, Zion, Illinois on 1500. We got classic, or not classic rock, heavy rock, and heavy metal. It's pretty awesome. On the AM band, yes. I think, yeah, I keep tuning it the wrong way, man. I'm so used to like turning it this way. I don't know if that's a, yeah, I don't know why I'm thinking it's different. All right, let's keep going. I think we're almost through. A few faint stations in here. 1580 WTTN, Watertown, Wisconsin. Going by memory here, I think I'm on the right track. The next station should be foreign. Korean, I think.
나를 살리시고 나를 영원한 하나님의 나라로 인도하시기 위해서
WCGO out of Evanston, Illinois, to the east.
나라의 영광스러운 그 하나님과 함께
I think we're almost done, guys. Almost done. $16.20 Lake County Traffic Advisory Radio. Lake County, Illinois. That's 1620. I'm not sure how high this goes. I think that was it. 1620. Yep. We don't get anything else. All right, cool. There it is. The GE SuperStar 7-2850. Hope you enjoyed that daytime band scan. I did. It's fun. A Terk Advantage passive loop is definitely worthwhile when you have a smaller radio like this. And during the day, you just prop it up next to the radio, tune in your favorite station, and just walk away because it'll stay stable all day long because daytime stations tend to stay stable. Evening stations are the ones that fluctuate quite a bit depending on conditions, but daytime ground signals tend to be nice and stable. So something to keep in mind of if you're interested. And I'll have links to the Terk Advantage passive loop as well down the paid links section. So definitely check it out if you guys are interested and you want to help the channel along and keep these videos coming. So why not, right? So yeah, SuperStar, I love it. I think it's really cool. You know, if you're looking at like Sony's, say the ICF 36, 38 models, but you want something classier, something a little more old school, but more fun, this might be the way to go. It just has a nicer look to it. I definitely would like this versus those, even though those are probably good radios as well. I like this radio a lot just because it just has that SuperStar look. That's me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a like if you did. If you like the radio, give it a like. 2, if you like GE radios, you want to see more of these classic portables, hit subscribe at the bell icon, get notified of future reviews and band scans. I'm always doing AM band scans. I'm going to shift to shortwave a little bit this year, but I'm going to definitely stick with the AM because the AM bands are so much to offer on there, and I can definitely showcase what you can pull in during the day and the evening versus FM, because FM there's a lot of music and of course copyright issues you got to worry about with music. Yeah, that's a thing. Third, of course, comment below what you think about the GE SuperStar. Would it be something you'd pick up for around $30 or $35, shipped to your door for the heck of it, just for fun, something classic to have on the shelf, something that you could plug in the wall and tune in some entertainment and have that classic analog tuning experience? Let me know. Plus, you have a tone control, which actually comes in very handy. You saw me using it quite a bit, and it's actually, I'm enjoying it. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next video.